Washington just squeezed 970 pages into one signature, and the entire energy stack, from solar farms to gas wells, is shaking. People call it the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, but for investors, it's a policy earthquake. Instead of drowning you in legal jargon, we've ranked the 8 flashpoints you need to track right now. For each one, we'll nail the issue, show you how the bill tilts it, and map 2 very different futures. Ready? Let's count it down. At 8, the spotlight falls on utility-scale solar construction. The bill chops the 30% tax credit 2 years early, piling extra costs on every new array. On one hand, states could pony up replacement credits, California is already drafting, and corporate PPAs might keep panels flowing, so growth merely downshifts. Flip the coin, and financing could freeze. EPC backlogs vanish, and Wood Mackenzie's 38-gigawatt haircut ends up looking mild. State incentives will decide whether solar coasts or crashes. Coming in at 7, all eyes turn to the wind sector, onshore and offshore alike. The bill slashes the production tax credit and flags foreign-source blades as ineligible. If momentum holds, domestic blade plants ramp, supply chains relocalize, and made-in-USA premiums cushion the subsidy loss. Alternatively, turbine orders could stall, majors cancel fringe projects, and today's 17-gigawatt cut balloons towards 30. Watch the blade factories. Busy floors point to an upbeat scenario. At 6, keep an eye on U.S. battery gigafactories, built around Section 45X credits. Funding levels are frozen, and the eligibility window is shorter. On the bright side, automakers might push through. Ford's Blue Oval keeps pouring concrete, Panasonic fills the gap, and cell supply barely blinks. Then again, lenders could balk. Half-built plants pause, and EV pack prices plateau just as demand spikes. The construction cranes will tell you which future is loading. Number 5 shifts the focus to fast-tracked federal oil and gas leasing. Royalty rates drop from 18 to 12%, and agencies get a 180-day permit clock. One scenario sees shale drillers pouncing, rig counts pop, U.S. output sets new highs, and Brent struggles to stay above $70. Conversely, court fights could jam the process. ESG-minded banks tighten credit, and the promised supply wave fizzles. Ignore the rhetoric. The weekly rig tally tells the truth. At 4, pay close attention to long-distance transmission lines. NEPA hurdles shrink, but much of the grant money utilities expected just disappeared. Should private equity seize the gap, permits speed up, and Midwestern wind finally finds high-voltage highways. But if utilities balk without federal cash, FERC dockets pile up and bottlenecks keep clean power bottled. Rising copper orders are the telltale sign that Route A is still live. Holding bronze at 3, the spotlight swings to carbon capture. 45Q falls from $85 to $60 a ton and pays out for fewer years. One path keeps blue hydrogen, ethanol, and cement projects limping forward thanks to state LCFS top-ups. The other sees retrofits scrapped, EOR schemes as the lone survivors, and CCS sliding off the climate scoreboard. Signed offtake agreements, or the lack of them, will show which way we're heading. At 2, keep an eye on how EV fast charger economics shake out. NEVI dollars remain, but make-ready cost recovery is capped and demand charges return to center stage. Best case, states pilot flat fees. Operators eat the margin hit, and charger rollout stays on pace. Worst case, punitive demand charges persist, ROI tanks, rural towns get skipped, and range anxiety makes a comeback. If stations earn pennies per kilowatt, the pessimists are winning. And topping the list at 1, watch global energy prices and investor sentiment. Cheaper drilling plus slower renewables could swing the pendulum either way. On the upside, new barrels cap inflation while state credits backfill clean power, giving markets a smooth landing. Turn the dial the other way, and capital flees long-duration projects. Volatility spikes, and the transition stalls. Whatever path prevails, volatility is the only guarantee. Plan for swings, not straight lines. And that's our list. Which route do you see for each flashpoint? Drop your calls in the comment, and if you need the numbers without the noise, hit subscribe. Because energy never sleeps, and neither do we.